I'd like to speak to you about the treatment that Rembrandt has received at the hands of the experts, most recently at the Getty Museum, but it's happened before in Berlin, Amsterdam and in London. They have deeply damaged him. It'll happen again unless the artists and art-interested public intervene. I've been blogging on this subject, and you can check out what I'm saying on my blog. The experts are mistaken about Rembrandt. Recently they have become very seriously mistaken. They are taking away great drawings and redistributing them among his students. Let me introduce his student Ferdinand Bol, one of his earliest students, just after Rembrandt had moved to Amsterdam to make his name as an artist and a teacher. Bol was not a good student in the area which most interested Rembrandt, that is, in biblical and mythological subjects. Bol's portraits are decent enough, but his history paintings, as such subjects are called, are quite laughable. He seems to be lacking in just that sympathetic imagination that Rembrandt had in abundance. Can you imagine poor, ambitious Rembrandt coming upon this in his studio? It's Bol's attempt at the finding of Moses in the bulrushes. The poor lady is about to dive headfirst into the Nile and probably drown the infant Moses as she does so. What does Rembrandt do for Bol but make a quick sketch to show him what it might have looked like? It's not a typical Rembrandt, because it's obviously a very rapid sketch, but surely it conveys the message of reaching out from a muddy bank to reach a Moses basket very well indeed. This lady on the bank is obviously very nervous. That message gets across nearly to everybody, except Rembrandt experts. You might think that a culture that has recently valued the spatial element in this Giacometti so highly would treat this sketch as a masterpiece in quite a different class of expression. Not so, they have taken the sketch from Rembrandt and reattributed it to Bol. There is more to come. Bol had a go at Vertumnus and Pomona. It's not a well-known story, one of Zeus's seduction scenarios. Strangely, Zeus chose on this occasion to disguise himself as an old lady. The subject obviously appealed to Rembrandt because he made several drawings of it, but by far the best was this humorous interpretation. Zeus is hiding his glee behind that beefy arm. This drawing was once exhibited as a particularly typical Rembrandt, but our generation of scholars has reattributed it to Bol. Can you beat it? Well, yes, I can beat it. Sheer brilliance, this drawing of Rembrandt's is quite outstanding. It's the angel appearing to Hagar. Naturally, she is surprised and pleased to see him. Look at Hagar's hands, drawn with a kind of virtuosity that is rare even in Rembrandt. These hands are just amazing. Every finger occupies its place in space to create a gesture of surprise. This is quite wonderful. You have probably guessed. It's been reattributed to Bol. After such a feat, he's clearly not quite himself in the painting. Hagar seems to be indicating the length of sausage she requires from the butcher. Please register your dismay on my website. I've been criticizing Rembrandt scholarship for the last 35 years. The experts carry on, unhearing, unseeing, unashamed. We could win this crusade. I want 10,000 votes of confidence on my website. And by tomorrow, please.